to the people in this world. Where are we? Are we floating through dimensions? As we are moving through this vast universe of the unknown, are we being affected? Atmospheric is something going on in the atmosphere that is affecting the way we move on this planet and the way that we think. I may be reaching, and I'm not here to call names or start an argument, a friendly debate, but not an argument. I'm questioning our ability to reason, our ability to process information. And at this point, I'm not talking about food. I'm not talking about water. I'm not talking about drugs, alcohol. No, it has to be something that we're going through, some portals, something in deep space that is changing us mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually, because the things that I am witnessing, the things that I am hearing, was not happening in my youth, in my teens, when I was a young adult. People have become numb, oblivious, mean, cruel, manipulative, hateful. I'm not trying to pull the race card. I'm just basing this off of what I've been hearing and seeing on and off social media. Why do our own people and other people attack black men, women, and children? I don't see no other group being attacked as much as we. We are called rude, ugly, ghetto, baroque, unmarried, unfit, ratchet, unhinged, uneducated, and you have some black men agreeing with other races and or are the ones that are saying these things. When I listen to podcasts, I listen to men and women of all races. And it's like a release or a joy for them to put these things out here. But what I'm trying to say is on these platforms, they get these women. I'm just going to throw some numbers out. Look like these women can be from the ages of 18 to 35 that you want to put on the panel. And then you dog walk them and disrespect them because some do not have the mental capacity to deal with the questions that you're asking and or the things that you are saying that are hurtful and slick, attacking the panel, and they don't know how to respond. And you all know what you're doing. You know what you are saying. You know not to put a seasoned person up there because a lot of us do have the mental capacity and we do have the experience. Get a seasoned woman and ask us the questions. But you're not going to do that because you don't want to suffer the humiliation. I promise we will be respectful. We won't be ghetto. Darling. We'll be presenting fact, truth, and experience. I watched a podcast of this man who I do not identify as being black. He looked more Arab and had that black woman on there with 3 white women, a black sister, and a black man. And from what I saw, all was attacking that black woman except the black sister. All I heard was that Arab looking guy calling her ugly, a bitch, and a nigger. While the black sister did not intervene, and the black guy was in agreement with that Arab. You know what? This just me, people. Right or wrong, we're not about to disrespect and name call, right or wrong. While the comments and the panel wants to agree, and the guy that was airing the video on his platform want to attack the sister as being unruly, disrespectful, but it was okay for this Arab. No error, no foul on his part. His behavior as a man was acceptable. I believe he was overly emotional, sensitive, trying to pull weight, and unleashing his feelings, all of his thoughts about black people, and sat up there and was saying how black women behave, think, and respond a certain way because there's no father in the home. Y'all need to stop that. Y'all need to stop that. Y'all got the right ones on that panel, because what I would have came with, for those white people and any other race that so-called have 2 parents, they come from a 2-parent home, out here shooting up schools, driving miles to unlive black people. 2-parent homes. 2-parent homes where the daddies molesting their own kids and other people kids. where the mother is drinking all day, every day. Two could play that game. Every I can't make that claim, everyone. But most of these people that have these platforms that are talking about these issues, okay, there's an issue in every home, in every race. We know the issue. Where are the solutions? Why is it so much the black woman problem, the black woman fault? See, I come from a time where me and my friends would say, you want to get rid of a man? Get pregnant. Get pregnant. But it's all peaches and cream when you're courting, when you're dating. But see, I don't have sperm. So you couldn't control yourself, mister? Some of y'all want to be nickel slick and remove the condom and mess with the integrity of the condom. Some of y'all. No harm, no foul on the black man or men, period. Is always the woman, the woman, the woman, the woman, the black woman. When I believe that the white woman is the most lying, manipulative, undermining, underhanded person that I've ever met. And I've seen all of that in all races. Being in the healthcare, I've worked aside all races. But it's something about them white ones that is extra special. This stuff about this white woman talking about black people got rhythm and black people got the lingo and they got the moves and the swag. But when it comes to being natural and disciplined, we fail in that department. Beauty and beauty enhancement been around for ages. White women wear pieces, extensions, clip ons, sew ins, glue ins just as much as black women. Who knew? And she's not a white woman, but who knew back in the day that Jennifer Lopez had a BBL? I know my friends was talking about Jennifer Lopez's butt, and then after a while it came out she had a butt lift. Then it just became popular. tummy tucks and lipo. Who knew back in the day that this was going on? And when it was, most black people at that time couldn't afford that. But if you want to enhance, what is wrong with it? Too much of anything may not be good. But if you want to lift your butt and lift your breast, slender your nose, fill your lips, get a little bold, what is wrong? If you want to put hair extensions in, what's wrong with that? So people can't do things to make themselves feel good, to make themselves feel beautiful for whatever reason. Sometimes I want to wear nail extensions. Does that make me a bad person? Does that make me ghetto? Unfit to be in society? I go down to the nail shop. There are more white men and women in there than black. Getting manis and petties on down to the white children. But that's cool. But it's not cool for blacks. People are entitled to their opinions. They're entitled to how they feel. You can think how you want to think. That's all you. But what I have an issue with is when you start spreading and then you take things that you heard and then you regurgitate it as if it's the truth, I'm sure, without doing research to make a claim that black children act a certain kind of way, behave a certain kind of way because there's no dad in the house. I'm calling bullshit on that. Kids gonna act a way whether there's both parents in the house, one parent in the house. To me, that doesn't matter. It does not matter. I've seen dads in the house and the kids are buck wheezy. I've seen dads in the house where the kids are suffering mentally and physically. I've seen single parent mothers and fathers who have raised boys and girls, a child to children who were thriving and successful and productive. You cannot make that claim. I am a single parent, 4 boys. and one girl. I have my oldest son, and I'm comfortable with saying it. He's my sick baby. He's been having health issues since he was a juvenile. And it's just progressing. His health. My second son is married and has two foster boys. He has his family. My son, after that, he was a college student. But he decided he'd rather work. But while he was in school, he was successful academically. Not a problem for me. Because we were strict, he said, Mom, I did what I had to do throughout school to please you all because I was afraid to disappoint you. I need a moment away from school. And I'm a single parent. My daughter, she's before him. No, she's 21. No pregnancies, no children. And that's all my kids, have no biological kids. My daughter is in college. When she graduated from high school, she went to a pre-college course and been in college ever since without a break. My baby boy, who is graduating next year, yesterday I took him to a college event. Both of my two baby boys has interest in electrical engineering. My daughter is going to school for nursing, RN, and I'm encouraging her not to stop at her associate degree. See, I'm one of those black mothers that grew up in the trenches, that walked the streets. So I was able to talk to my children. We had family meetings at least once a week. I still bring my children, all of them, together for food, folks, and fun. Just us. And we talk. And we play games. And we eat. And I'm a single mother. And I grew up with a father in a home. Mean, stern, strict, no nonsense. But whenever I was able to get out in them streets, I got out in them streets. I haven't been to jail. I wasn't on drugs. But alcohol was my choice of drink while I was out in them streets. And I had a father in the home. It was until I had a rude awakening that I was being disrespectful to myself and to my parents. And my parents been nothing but good to me. And they did not deserve the humiliation that I was bringing to them, to their home and to their name. So you can miss me with they act like that because they're single mothers, no fathers. I'm calling bullshit on that. Talk what you know, not what you heard. Talk what you know. My children mind their business. They don't mess with nobody. I don't have to get them out of jail. I don't have to come scrape them up off the streets. They are respectable. Anyone that knows my children, they've always told me that they're mannerable, that their vocabulary was outstanding, that they were clean, and that I keep them dressed nicely. In the words of Tupac, Mama, tell me how you did it. And you can miss me with welfare because I worked. And I went to work every day and extra hours, and I picked up a second job. And when I felt like my kids were slipping, I left them jobs, baby. I left them jobs because my dad instilled in his kids home come first. So all I'm saying is when you content creators want to know why the black woman is not married, when you want to know why the black woman has a strong big back, and you want to know why we ratchet and ghetto and rough and why we don't have daddies in the home, get a seasoned woman. No disrespect to the younger women. Put a few of us seasoned women on the panel and let's have a conversation. Until then, take care of yourself, love yourself, and be kind to yourself. And black woman and children, please do not listen to these content creators. Be the best you can be. In the words of the ancestors, if you're going to be a damn fool, be the best damn fool you can be. Don't let these people define who you are. Until next time.